biggest like Big Nick I've ever seen.
What?
Your drink, your Big Nick.
And
that
we're
is the
live.
perfect way to
There's
start
no
the
one else-
show. Perfect way to start
Hey
the show.
everybody, this is Babetalk. Today we have Henry Menzel, who is currently loading into his venue. He will be joining us later in the show. We'll be given the same rigmarole, but for right now, we're going to introduce our regular set of panelists. We have, for us tonight, Eric Navarro.
Hello.
I can't switch it. There we go. We have Glenn. We have not DJ Glenn Ramirez tonight, but we have Glenn Ramirez tonight.
Hi guys, how you feeling?
We're feeling great out there. We have James Boss as well.
Yo, what's up?
Now I think I'm gonna have to call Glenn like Glenn Fallon for like the rest of the night.
Glenn Fallon.
Glenn
All right, I'll
Fallon.
roll with
or
it.
Glenn
I'll roll with
Leno.
it.
G Leno. We're calling
Gleno?
him G Leno.
Gleno?
It's Gleno. It's Gleno for the rest of the night.
Oh my god.
I have a
Goddamn,
feeling it's
goddamn.
gonna roll over to a couple weeks.
Oh, it will. Just like the same thing with DJ Ramirez. So, we start off all the shows by asking our people, how was your day today? And today, we're going to ask Eric. How was your day, Eric? Hi, Eric.
It was good. I cut myself. Cut myself bad. I dropped a glass, shattered everywhere, and the propulsion of the glass, like banging off the counter and shooting up, sliced my hand open in a couple of spots.
Jesus.
And-
How fast was that thing going?
That's what I kept thinking, but I think that's just what glass does. And so now every time I watch an action movie when like glass is breaking everywhere, I'm like, they're all dead. Everybody's dead.
it's dead. How are they
Because
alive?
that's what
This is
glass
Hollywood.
does.
That's what glass
it's
does.
terrifying. That's why they say like when bombings happen, people like get killed by debris and glass far more than they do by the actual explosion. And so now I understand why. So I feel your pain. Today we're all bomb victims.
Everyone out there, everywhere.
Everyone
go.
is a bomb victim.
Everyone's a bomb victim.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Oh, Lord. Eric, I'm so very sorry to have that happen to you today.
Yeah, it's okay. You know what? It's all right. I'll use the other hand for a while.
Same.
Boy, same. Glenn, how was your day today?
You know, today's been kind of long, but pretty sick. This morning I watched this lecture. This guy who does like sound design for movies and games and stuff, and I almost didn't get in. There was only 60 seats, and I was number 60. The girl behind me had like the most terrible frown on her face. It sucked, but I got in and I watched it. It was sick. And then right after we jammed like band practice, but not really, just three of us: drums, rhythm guitar, and me. Our bassist is in another city, and then our lead guitarist is in Chicago. So we were just like rewriting one of our songs and trying to get tight on another song, just two new songs basically. And yeah, new stuff coming. And then
So this is a bad year update too. Hey.
definitely.
Nice.
And then I got some Spanish food, and I tried to figure out this whole technical issue with my laptop being broken, but it's working.
It's working. It's working out like very well too.
Word.
Like if we were to ever take another step up, we could actually just bring guests over to like your house and just like have a nice sit
Yeah.
down.
I mean,
sit
I
down.
have another mic input. It'll work. I can seriously do that.
Amazing.
But yeah.
Yes.
Always gotta leave it to Glenn to have everything like above and beyond. James Boss, what the fuck is you doing today?
Today, it's midterm week right now, so that's not fun.
No,
It's,
it is not.
it's mainly a lot of studying, but I also did tabling to promote a show that's happening on my campus this week. Prawn's coming here Friday, and that should be sick.
Wait, who's going?
Prawn.
Oh, prom. I thought they said the prom, and I was like,
No,
hey,
no.
James, I'm like, James, how old are you?
Prawn's playing our campus, so today we had to promote that, and
Ooh, that's fun.
I had a test, and that wasn't fun. Hopefully I did okay on it. It's mainly just a lot of
Everything
stuff. It's mainly just a lot of studying today, and yeah, I'm just hoping this week is like over really fast.
Let's hope it's not gonna swallow you whole. Oh man! Oh shoot! I meant to find the rim shot effect. I could do rim shots on here.
We're becoming a true podcast now.
We're becoming a true podcast, or like a Brian Stars-esque kind of thing. Oh, Eric found it. Eric, this is gonna be your job from now on. You're gonna have to do this.
Oh Jesus,
So-
you don't want that at all.
Oh, I think I might. We'll beta test it for this episode, and we'll see how well it goes. Oh Jesus.
Oh my god. And it's all downhill from here.
All right, so that's how we start the shows. So we had the War Tour announcements, but it kind of reminded me, we really don't talk about ourselves at all in the show. Let's dive into who
Speak
we are.
for yourself.
I mean,
Damn.
I'm sorry, bro. I
Shots.
was gonna ask what Eric's favorite subject in high school was, but then again, I don't think he would remember that far back. So we'll just go over this one.
Oh!
Damn.
Also, I insulted myself.
Please tell me you have like the.
Oh my fuck.
No.
Sorry, I messed up.
That's
That
a
wasn't it.
full
This is
drum
it.
roll. There you go.
There we go.
That's how we're doing it. I'm actually not upset I said that. Eric, what was your favorite subject in school and your worst subject?
Fucking slaying pussy, dog. I'm coming with it today. No. I liked any class like journalism or yearbook where I could just sneak out, or music, or I could just sneak out of class and go to all the lunch periods. That was my favorite class.
Is that what you
and
did?
then-
Did all the lunches?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what you call it.
lunch is good.
Yeah.
When you're not too busy eating pussy, apparently.
I was trying to go there, but I was like leaving it open for you guys to, gotcha.
Just like
that's
you
me.
did with the. There you go.
Beautiful.
What didn't you like in school?
Weirdly enough, the classes that I later loved in college and graduate school, like psych classes and other social sciences. But the reason I hated them wasn't because of the subject matter. It was because they were all so not to sound like a douche, but all elementary. They're all the most basic stuff. And it was I know I learned this on my own. That's why I got interested in it. Can we move on past the absolute bottom of the barrel?
But I mean, I could easily see that being because at that point you don't feel challenged at all.
Yeah.
Glenn, did you have any favorites, non-favorites?
Well, I was a band nerd, so band was my favorite, of course. And then I had a really cool graphic design class for 2 years. I really liked those classes. And then my least favorites, not every English class, just specific years. I think it was 10th grade, I had this terrible teacher, fuck that class. And then same with math, not every year of math, but certain years. It was just annoying.
That makes sense. I still can't do math to this day. People ask me,
I feel
oh,
Same.
this. I'm like, please pull out your phone because I will do it at all times.
Honestly, for me, it's just it's not about the subject. If I'm learning new stuff, that's sweet, but the teacher has to present it well enough for me to absorb it. I need to digest it well. I need a good teacher.
You
I don't
need your
care what
teacher-
subject it is.
You need your teacher to be soupy and just be hey, for this next class, we're gonna be. This next class is for all friends who never doubted geography for a minute.
True.
See, if there was a new age what was it? Schoolhouse Rock for pop punk edition with all the songs. I think a lot more kids would be more susceptible
That'd
to
be
learning.
Yeah.
tight as hell.
It's we're going over
wanna-
to 50 states. Banana, Alabama. Nebraska.
No, it's you're leaving your hometown in every state.
Oh, fuck.
Beautiful.
That killed me.
We are going to have to write this. This is what's gonna. We're not doing traditional merch. We're doing the wine
my
mugs,
God.
and we're doing Schoolhouse Rock Pop Punk edition with geography.
What?
Oh
No
my
press
God.
logo and live shot on the back?
Oh my god. Yes.
No, not even-
No, sadly not. What is it gonna be? It's gonna be me in black and white.
Yeah.
No one else does black and white, so it's just gonna be my face, and no one wants to buy a black.
No, we
kid's
just
face.
have facts about the state over a floral background, and we put
It's just
Real
a
Friends'
full
logo
map,
at the
a full
bottom.
U.S. map. Babetalk, professionally unprofessional, just has the full fucking United States on there.
Yep.
Even though we've had about a good 4 bands that have come out of the United States, but fuck them, America. No, guys, I do love you. Please, I want Basement on Show. Anyway, James, what was your favorite shits?
I'm actually the opposite of Glenn here. My favorite subjects are anything English related, or like they call it ELA in my school, which is English Language Arts. Anything like that, I was always really good at, and I'm still am. I don't know why. I just like reading a lot, and I guess that helps. And I
Well, I mean,
used
you
to.
are a confirmed nerd, so.
You know what?
Damn.
No. We need smart people on this show, though. See, so
Oh,
it
I'm not
works out
smart.
very well.
I am not smart. I don't know why.
Oh, baby, don't beat yourself up.
But
Come here, let me call you. It's okay.
thank you, Daddy Ollie.
Nigga, I'll get you later for that, but okay. I know exactly why you said that.
I know.
I'm putting you on mute. I haven't muted anyone in a while. You're getting the first mute in like
No.
the first three episodes. All right, so we have the War Tour announcements. Oh, James Washington, lucky I love you.
I love you, Ollie.
So does anyone want to cover the new War Tour announcements that came out, or does anyone have it up?
I
Yeah.
haven't heard them yet. Who are they?
All right, we have. I want to say that's a Scott Royals. We have Beartooth. We have Never
Okay.
Shout Never. We
Okay.
have Rivers Monroe, and we have
I think it's Svetlana's.
Svetlana's.
Svetlana's, like, you know that
Svetlana's.
name, Svetlana. It's Russian.
I would, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
That looks Russian. That sounds Russian.
Wow.
Outside of Never Shout Never, and Beartooth, I'm not too familiar with the other bands. Are you guys
Same.
familiar with the bands?
I've never heard of them, but the preview and the Brian Stars video, for I'm trying to remember the name of the band. It was like not this. What is it? Rivers Monroe. They sounded sick in the video preview, so I'm probably going to check out more of their stuff later. And they're on my.
How would you
database.
describe their sound?
Pop punk, but with like a deep voice.
Oh,
Like a
yes.
deeper voice.
I'm checking that out later.
So I think it's definitely worth checking out. Yeah. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, dude.
All right, cool. But yeah, the other two bands, like the Ascot Royals, they sounded like indie, and we lost Ollie. But this Svetlana sounded like Russian. Honestly, that's the only way I can describe it. They just sounded Russian.
Just
as
Russian
hell.
as fuck. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. And of course, Beartooth and Never Shout Never are sick as hell.
Never Shout Never. That was the guy who spent 30 minutes in the Warped Tour documentary saying how he'd never play Warped Tour again.
Yeah, and then he played in 2013, and now he's playing again.
Yeah. Not that I don't think you should hold any 19-year-old to a statement like that. But
No.
yeah, no, I just think it's funny. Yeah.
I mean, Never Shout Never
Alright, I think
is
I'm back.
cool. My friend, we can hear you.
I'm
but
sorry,
we
I
can't
just
see
jumped
you.
right.
I see you.
Okay.
I see
Alright.
you.
Now
dog.
now you're good.
I
Now
see
you're
you over there. I see you shining. I see you shining over there. Excuse me, guys. I totally just like interrupted everything that you guys were talking. I was able to hear everything, but so
Alright.
Oh,
James,
no,
go
we're-
on as to what you're saying with the Never Shout Never worked.
Never Shout Never. It's. I don't know if he's going to be on Main Stage this year because like he hasn't been playing as big venues recently,
Mm-mm.
which is kind of weird because Never Shout Never used to be like this huge band.
That's
Well, no.
that's what's interesting about like now. Okay, well I've already been called old, so I guess I could play the old card. But like that's the thing with when you've been like into music, especially like smaller touring bands or mid-level touring bands, like what I'd count Never Shout Never for a while, is that you may not have seen the same like cycles of okay, this band gets this big, then this big, then this big, and then they're this big, and then this,
Yeah.
and then this, and then this. Like it's every band. Like there's not. It's not a linear line. They're always changing pace where they are. And with Warped Tour, if you're on Warped Tour, that either means you're on your way up, or it means you're down and you're trying to get back up. So it's one of those things because it's not a very profitable tour
I
for
think-
money.
Never Shout Never's. I don't know if he's saying he's down. I mean, he still has his fans. He's just not
Yeah,
as
and,
You
and
think
the-
if he's
that
playing
fan
smaller
base isn't gonna
venues.
go anywhere.
Yeah. Like he's
Yeah, but that's what
playing-
I'm saying is he would rather have more exposure this summer than more
Yeah.
than
Yeah,
more
like,
money
trying to,
on the
like,
tour.
build, oh yeah, get
Yeah.
the snowball going again and be like, oh hey, look, now I got the buzz back and going.
And that's really standard. Like, and the reason why it seems like a lot of well, for instance, when there was a year when Newfound Glory and Yellowcard played Warped Tour after years of not. Both of those bands hadn't been doing particularly well compared to where they once were in the early 2000s, but because they were on Warped Tour, which were kind of big gets for Warped Tour, they promoted those bands like crazy and kind of rode that wave of promotion. Like, Warped Tour happens to be a very good method of getting bands who are trying to get back to where they once were through their own marketing and their own hype. Yeah. And so by the time you finally see Newfound Glory at Warped Tour, even though this is their attempt at a comeback and more exposure, to us it feels like they have all this momentum because Warped Tour has been carrying them. It's a really cool system. Kevin Lyman and them are friggin' geniuses.
I have a strong feeling that Never Shall Never is probably going to gain a lot of his momentum back after Warped Tour. It's just that the reason that he lost a lot of momentum is because he took an 18-month long break where there was just nothing.
That'll do it.
Just a little bit. Now, did you guys see the leak that came out for Warped Tour?
Yeah.
Now, without letting go of the bands that have yet to be announced, how do you guys feel about the bands just being leaked? Because there's some people that say oh, it takes away from the excitement, and there's other people just it's a fucking festival.
It's shitty. It is shitty because there's a lot of people that work really hard to put the Warped Tour together, and it's shitty that it got leaked like that. And honestly, part of the fun is finding out what bands are playing each week. I have my little Warped Tour prediction list, and each weekend I'm holding the ones that I got right, and it just I don't know, it just takes away from it now that it's leaked and it's out there. I mean, not all of the bands that were on the leaked poster have been announced because that was only for one day, but it's still 95% of it.
Yeah. It's like spoiling your Christmas presents before you get them.
Exactly.
Yeah. It is. I mean, that is pretty lame. Yeah. Who wants so much attention or needs so much attention that they're going to be spoiling Warped Tour bands? Somebody had access to that, and what do you have to gain by putting that up? You already know the band, so good for you. Why do you have to be a douche about it?
Just don't do it publicly.
Just don't do it publicly. And there are also probably some kids that want to flex a little bit, to be like, oh, look at the information that I got. Or there might have been someone that was really kind-hearted.
Honestly, that's just stupid. Just tell a friend or two and tell them to keep their mouth shut and then call it a day.
Mm-hmm. Yo, my life is a no-flex zone. Real talk.
Real talk.
Who is getting blown for leaked Warped Tour information? That's what I want to know. Who's just going? It's I'm gonna roll up at the club with my leaked Warped Tour poster. Fucking, that's my swag.
You're just gonna go to the next pop punk shows, and girls are gonna be like, "Oh my god, you're the one that fucking."
You've got the leaked poster hanging out of your pants. You're like, what? You want to see it?
You just pull it out and be like, oh, it's not a fucking thing. Those are probably the same people that get fucked at Warped Tours in the fucking porta potties. I didn't know this was a thing, but I'm learning more and more people are having sex inside the fucking porta potties.
I know who you're talking about too. And
not that one person though. It's it's a slowly there's a chart that I have next to my computer that's been okay, well now this person. It's a thing. It's an actual thing, and I'm like, why? I mean, I know sometimes.
It is all music.
It's all fun and games. I don't fucking know.
But see, I would be too concerned. I'm just yo, Bay, you gotta. It's are you gonna do it or not? Because I gotta go see the Wonder Years and Twitch. I need to get barricaded.
Yo, watch the Wonder Years and then throw an after party afterwards. You can do all of that at the after party.
Exactly.
I'm trying to see the Wonder Years and 4 Years Strong or whoever's on. I don't even know. See what.
I don't know. Maybe it's just Blood on the Dance Floor is playing, and I have some time to kill. Hey, Bay.
I'm getting food. I'm getting food
funny. Yeah.
And merch and water.
Afford food.
True.
Interesting statistic, 50% of all people having sex in the porta potties at Warped Tour are blood on the dance floor.
Ew. Oh. That's and probably true. That's
probably true.
See, also, front porch.
There's makeup smeared all over there.
you just see acoustic guitar strings inside the bathroom. Front porch Steph shouldn't be in here. Just from his fucking tears.
Oh my god.
Oh man, so that's a thing. Tony wanted me to touch base on this. I'm an asshole and I absolutely forgot what band it was. But there are bands doing slow garage shows. Can anyone fill in my memory?
Wait. Say that again.
There's a band that's doing small garage shows in different cities.
Beartooth's doing a house show tour.
It's a Beartooth. I think it's Beartooth.
Because is that about the band that set themselves on fire during the Beartooth house show? Yeah.
Yes. Now, I wanted this to be like a new trend, like doing like really shocky shit like at a show, like Pompo the Clown and Pompo and the Community College Rejects. Used to do something a little
first
silly.
I didn't know.
Yeah, they definitely have an interesting live set.
Who's Pompo? They put on great shows, and then they have a little bit of shock factor too. Like before, when they were first starting out, they had a few songs, and then like a lot of shock, like with the kid getting. I think it was Cody that got inside the
bathtub.
The bathtub and like
no, I know swimming pool or something.
Yeah, and then they poured milk all over him, and then I set Quinn's dick on fire, or I think it was Cody's. I set Cody's dick on fire when I went to go see Auden and James and Mark.
Yeah, that was 5 feet away from me, and that blew my mind.
Yeah, I was just setting dicks on fire. It's also like, is shock still a thing that we should do at shows?
Every once in a while, so it doesn't get spoiled.
Yeah.
You don't want to spoil dick fires. Like
because
that's
if
a sacred institution. You guys ever this? I think this guy's still around. Have you ever heard of the Emotron? He did pretty well. Mid to late 2000s. He was a dude who played. It was just him, and I played with him once. And I've seen. You can find videos. The Emotron. You go look it up. He was trying to do like a G.G. Allen type thing, where like, dick set on fire was a staple in his act. He would just completely strip naked and just like rub up against people in the crowd while he had electronic music playing.
Is that
correct? And just like, yeah, pretty much. But he would. He would like shit and stuff and like pee places and it was he was like the most relaxed guy I'd ever met, and then he gets on stage and just goes ape shit, and
literally,
and like
I
his
can
songs.
see why.
Yeah, and he'd have songs that were like, I think the only chorus I could remember from one he just kept screaming over and over was, "Why can't hurricanes have black girl names?" And he kept yelling that a lot while he set his dick on fire.
Because it would make the weather reporters so uncomfortable. They would have zero idea how to pronounce the names, and like they would be like and like
Hurricane
and like
LaQuadra.
usually the girls would be the ones, or like the black kids in the classroom would be the ones that would just say like it's Jabab. But then like there wouldn't be anyone to correct him, so he just like would just sit there and like shit his pants, or she would sit there and be totally nervous the entire
That's
time.
why.
That's actually exactly why I totally had this conversation with him. Now, are there any like shows that you guys have been to? Eric gave his opinion of fun antics that happened at a show. Because I went to go see Everyman, who was a very bluegrass, backwoods punk type of band, and they had noodle fights, and during the show they had confetti flying all around. They walked around the entire venue with their upright bass and the washboard, and the singer had his microphones walking around the bar all in one set, and like it was the most fun that I've seen like at a show, and it made them really memorable. Was there like any other bands that you guys have seen?
Yep.
In last May I went to see this band called the Venetia Fair, and they have like this really interesting live set because like they not only like he basically deep throats the mic,
Okay.
and then he's like dancing around stage, and then he's spitting water in all the crowd's faces and shit. And like the guitarists of the band are like on the floor, and then they have this pianist that's hitting his head against the piano, and it's just like this insane live show that I would not recommend missing. I think they're touring with Icarus the Owl and Que Sera in a few months, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
What about you?
My friend's ska band, back when they were first starting out, they had one of these. I forgot the name of the song, but it had like a storyline to it, and it was like a superhero theme song. And in the middle of the set, I think it was one time, maybe two shows. My friend Chaz was part of the act. He came out like strapped in a bunch of pillows, and he was supposed to be this like villain. and he just went into the pit and started like pushing everyone, and then they threw out pillows and everyone was supposed to like knock him over with the pillows. So we had a pillow fight at a ska show.
Amazing.
It was fucking sick. And my other friend's band, they're called Capstan. They covered Stitches at a couple shows, like a metalcore cover of Stitches, but they're pop punk bands. So it was sick.
That's great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, was there any like other normal ones besides
Any more normal ones? I don't know. There's always. I remember trying to think if there's any in particular that are like. I don't know. I've seen a lot of bands lately in the last couple of years that are really more musically proficient, and they put on an entertaining show, but like less quote unquote gimmicky, or I don't know how to call it. I don't want to insult it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
yeah.
it's like when I think of like a great live show, I think like Streetlight Manifesto or like or a band like that, where I just would be like, I can't believe how talented. Yeah.
My friend Pat was telling me that he saw Let Live the other day, and apparently like he went out into the crowd and he was hanging from the rafters. Jason Butler is basically just an insane human being.
Yeah, he goes ape shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think I've seen videos of that. Yeah.
Like it was at this venue called Upstate Concert Hall, and apparently he skipped the barricade and was hitting with the crowd during one of the songs. And I'm really fucking pissed I missed it.
You'll never get that back.
Until you see the next show. Do you think those bands
Until
ever
you see the next
get... Well, do you ever think those bands, because they do it so many times, that it's just so routine, that just like, this is so... He's like banging his head against the piano in that other band. He's like, I'm so bored right now. This is so boring.
Maybe. I don't know. Jason is like a crazy dude, so who knows what goes through his mind.
I mean, like that's true. Like I'm pretty sure. Oh man, I always forget what interview I heard this from, so I'm not even going to talk about it. How do you think that the bands like are able to like touring bands that have been around for like 20 years? And I guess this would be a good segue into the next thing I'm talking about. How the fuck do they not get tired of playing their songs over and over again, especially like on a national tour? They're just like oh wait, I think it was Foo Fighters, but yeah, opinion.
Because they do get tired of it. My favorite... I love... The Aaron Barrett singer, Real Big Fish, he always says, he goes, you guys don't want to know what goes on in my head while I'm singing these sonings, because it's the dumbest shit you can imagine. Like, I'm so far away from this show in my brain.
I think it was Warped Tour that they were talking about. Like, he was on stage and saying that. I was like, oh, sorry, sir. I don't mean to interrupt your life with this tour that's going on right now. You're like singing along, then like you feel really guilty afterwards. Just like, I don't want to play the song anymore. But I think it was Foo Fighters that were talking about when they first started playing their nationals. It doesn't sound right now that I'm thinking of it being Foo Fighters. It was some band
Rivers from Weezer hated playing the Blue Album every night because he was like, what the fuck am I doing? It's the same 30 minutes every single night.
I think that might be it that I'm thinking of. But it's weird though, because like we're all like, yo, this is like a godsend. Like, can we please forever hear this always? And then like we'll see the contrast between the artists and just like if I have to play Surf Wax in the USA one more goddamn time, I'll lose my shit. But speaking of bands that have been around for far too long, Green Day is going to be...
Jesus!
Fuck you, Ollie. Fuck you.
Can you tell I have a bias towards them? But Green Day, they have a pretty solid fucking career. And apparently everyone else is recognizing that. And they're going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And they're going to be... And their opening performers are going to be another band that's overstaying its welcome to Call Fall.
I literally only care about Newfound Glory.
Newfound Glory, I have. Well, we're gonna get into like a top 10 bands that Ollie hates.
Oh man, don't do this to me.
Top
Ollie.
10 bands that Ollie hates that I love and I feel bad
that
for
everyone else
liking now.
loves. Let's start with number 1 with Blink 182.
I can hear my.
I back that though.
I can hear my friend Jess screaming probably because she's watching this right now and she loves
There are
Blink
so many
182.
people that are like physically in pain because every time I say I hate Blink 182, their self-titled tattoo starts to cringe.
I think a lot of these...
Harry Potter.
Just like Harry Potter.
That's hilarious. Oh, that's really funny. Well, it's like, I think a lot of people get their nostalgia tied into it. Because, like, when you think of those huge bands like Green Day or Blink or any, like, giant radio band that would have been really popular when any of us were just coming into music, that was, like, that was the music that got us to, like, love music. And so
Yeah.
when you say that, like looking back, I can say I loved Blink growing up. I still do. But looking back, I can clearly go, you know what? Maybe Half a Dude Ranch was kind of filler. Maybe it wasn't the greatest album that I thought it was. Because if you listen to it, there's kind of a lot of shit on Dude Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you can listen to the Tom versus Mark tracks, and it sounds like all of Tom's tracks sound like shit, but Mark's tracks sound really good. Like Mark's parents like put forth the money for all the record. Like, no, you're gonna produce all my stuff. Go back and listen to Voyeur. It's not pretty.
You know what, Eric? I think you just saved us from ever having to worry about Zach Zerillo declining to come on the show, because I'm pretty sure he'll just block us. Like now, just be like, you know what? Now I have no fear never asking Zach Zerillo, because now he's gonna just renounce us. Be like, nope, no more Babetalk. They love. Ollie hates.
You know what?
Blink.
I bet that based on the direction of property of Zach, I would bet Zach Zerillo would be into our podcast, because we do more community-based stuff and more novel stuff as opposed to just news and notes.
And
Yeah,
just
that's a good
we were
point.
we were just talking about on Eric's podcast on how the direction of Property of Zach to like a beautiful upswing, like standing up, saying like, nah, nigga, it's for us, and we were all going to do it for our community. And we were all behind him like, yo, Zach will get it, man. We're behind you. But with the subject of Green Day, Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, yay, nay? Like, they have the career? I believe they do have the career. Like, I might not be a huge fan of them, but I'll definitely respect them and say that they have a career behind it.
Okay, Green Day is like one of, if not my favorite bands. My first tattoo is going to be a Green Day tattoo.
Damn.
I love this band. Their last 3 albums were shit. We don't talk about that. But other than that, they've had a beautiful career, and this is just like 13-year-old me is screaming, 18-year-old me is screaming. I'm really happy for them. And I'm really excited to see them get inducted along with like so many other great acts. That's how
I think they definitely deserve it. Like,
Yeah.
I loved them for a lot of reasons. They also killed grunge, which I extra loved them for. I'm very happy about that. The 90s were getting pretty shitty.
Yes.
Beautiful.
As Tumblr begins to boycott our podcast.
Well,
We
they don't know the
Tumblr.
new. They don't know
Wait,
the new grunge.
Hold on. Not anymore.
Oh,
I think I've brought the Tumblr
God,
crowd
that was
back.
great. That
Now
was
you
too
match me.
fast.
Yeah, right. although, Glenn, I gotta say, you kind of look like Alfonso Ribeiro.
I know.
Carlton from Fresh
I think
Prince of
everybody
Bel-Air
knows.
in that one season where he tried to grow a mustache.
I literally think
I don't know why-
everybody knows that.
I don't know
Well,
why
I'm sorry.
Ollie's laughing. It looks like he got his sweater at a Cosby fire sale.
Yo, nigga, we about to throw hands, man. Yeah.
Yo, when did this become a fucking roast session?
It went from like friendly to roast in like 0.5.
The second I joined,
Okay.
I was like, I got ammo. It's just,
When the squad tries to roast you.
Like it's gonna be weird.
0 to
Eric's gonna show up
100.
at the hospital with his wife and be like, oh, my wife's pregnant. Be like, oh, I thought you were expecting a brother.
I thought you were gonna say I was gonna show up at the hospital because I was injured, and I was gonna say, yeah, I'll see you at the burn unit.
No, see, that's sad. My joke didn't land. Now I feel like I look like an asshole.
You tried.
I tried.
No, you look wonderful. You look wonderful in that sweater.
Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you so much. I mean, I like my dad's sweater. It's literally a dad sweater. This is my father's old sweater. So I was like,
I'm trying not to
I'm
say
Macklemore now.
Here's my olive branch to you of where I look stupid right now. Hold on.
Olive branch.
These pants.
Oh shit.
That's not bad though. Are you gonna like show your dick?
That's a neon stripe.
Yo, were you running earlier?
Yo,
Are
neon.
you a raver?
I
Yo,
also don't
neon
know if you can
revival.
tell. They don't come up. They only come down to like here. I took my dog out today, and I look like a complete asshole.
Well, I mean, like
So-
you won't get hit by a car, so that's at least good.
Yeah, I blind the sun in these pants.
Oh man, did anyone do anything fun for St. Patrick's Day? As we're waiting on.
I went to a house
on
show.
Henry? How was your house show? Who'd you see, James?
I saw these 2 bands, Legends of You and Nice Shot Kid, hashtag Easycore Revival 2K15.
Yes.
And my friend's
Yes.
band, Living Proof, and it was a house show with like 30 people. and it was really fucking fun. Legends of Youth set got cut short because the neighbors complained and almost called the cops on the house. But it was just like really fun and a great way to spend St. Patrick's Day.
You should always cut the power of any neighbor that threatens to shut down a house show.
True.
Like, all you have to do is just go to their backyard, find a circuit breaker, because I think they were in backyards, right? Sure.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. I mean, or just break into their house. That's what you break into their house.
I don't know. This is upstate New York. They have like guns and shit. They would probably shoot us on sight.
True. SOS.
Damn. That's
Glenn, did you
rough.
do anything fun?
Me?
St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, St. Patrick's Day. I forgot it was St. Patrick's Day, and I was like, oh, word. And then, yeah, I just didn't do it.
And that's it.
I didn't even wear green. I honestly didn't even wear green. I was just like, oh, yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day. I forgot.
So, oops.
I mean,
Dad,
I got...
Did you do anything? Oh.
Oh, I was just about to say, I got, like, really entertained, like, by everyone who said corned beef, and then I had that one friend who was like, guys, it's corned beef.
Oh.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we all got like the finger wave that day. They're
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
guys, it's corned beef.
It's corned beef. That was entertaining.
It's like your pussy looks like corned beef. Fuck out of here.
Damn.
Just yelling at him.
Shots all night.
It's corned fish. That's corned fish.
Ho! That's with the John Cena like.
Damn.
Bum, ba, bum. Eric, did you do anything fun?
No, I didn't do. Wait, what was it? Was that yesterday?
Same.
Or Eric, just like.
Was
Getting
it?
way too
Yeah,
old.
oh no, yeah, it was definitely yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. Drank alone, but not because it was St. Patrick's Day, because it was a day.
Just because you're sad and drunk.
No, I don't know. I worked 13 hours, so sure, it was a day that happened. I believe it.
It was a day, so you had to drink afterwards.
Yeah, my Tuesdays blow balls, but yeah, no, we're good.
Oh my god. I mean, I was expecting Hot Topic. Like, I work in Atlantic City, where it's like they have the bar crawl, like NAC. There are like billions of casinos and bars and shit. I was expecting it to be a gigantic shit show at my store, but it wasn't. So I was very surprised. And then I went out and I drank Irish whiskey and
Nice.
It was
Nice.
funny. Me and my friend's Irish, and so he was like, "Yeah, we'll do it this year." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So we did, and we went to a bar named McGinnigan's, and
That is the most Irish sounding bar I've ever heard.
oh yeah, it's an Irish bar all through and through. And my friend is a bartender. Her grandparents owned a bar, and we're like, "Oh, it's really green in here." She's like, "Oh yeah," but you wouldn't imagine what we're playing on the speakers. I'm like, why? She's like, everyone does not want to listen to like any like Celtic punk or anything right now. I'm just like, really? Why? And so my friend Sean goes up with his trusty dollar. He goes over and starts picking out some dropkick. Because I mean, like, what other Celtic punk you gonna fucking play? And he puts in a dollar, and a girl comes up behind him. She's like, "Put on something good." He's like, "Oh, well, what do you want to listen to?" She's like, "Put on Jason Derulo." And like, I hear it at the corner of where we're at, and I'm like, no, this is not a sentence that I just heard. And he plays these two songs. He's like, haha, okay. Comes back to it, was like, dude, this one girl. I'm like, no, I heard. I'm in disbelief too. And he starts to play his one song. He finds a Pogue song for me because I'm addicted to the Pogues on a real level. And he plays a Dropkick song. But like in between that, the girls go up behind him, put another dollar in, put on the songs that they wanted to hear. I think it was like Uptown Funk played. And she like paid the extra credit to actually have it play like right now, like eye rolling as she was walking back to her table, and I was like, "Good goddamn, Sean, we just got our music changed out by Bruno Mars."
But
Damn.
Bruno Mars is amazing.
I mean, he is.
Yeah.
We got Uptown Funked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never play that song.
Well,
Just never play that song around me when I'm drunk, and we're all good.
Yeah.
No.
Is there a story?
Bad Year's gonna cover it.
You
I'll
keep
send-
saying it, Glenn. I'll believe it when I actually see it.
I've heard it. It's
long,
fire. It's
writing
straight
and
fire.
recording is a long process, but it's gonna happen.
That's
be
No.
so political of you. Well, you see, recording is a long process. We're in a long road, and it's going to happen.
Presidential Leno.
But that's none of my business.
But so yeah, so Uptown Funk is like your white girl jam.
Yeah, I'll show you the video later. I'm not gonna get into it now.
Oh.
I'm trying to think like if there's like the one song. Usually it's like old hip hop will do it for me. Like if I hear back that ass up, I'll stop like everything that I'm doing and like just automatically just go out on the floor and just like put up with the cash it. Smack like it's
I love you,
it
Ollie.
gets real really fast.
Is that the song that? I mean, I know the song, but isn't that the song that Lil Wayne first said "bling bling"
Bling. Yep.
and changed the fucking world? Yeah.
Yeah, and change the world. Change the world
14 years
forever.
old. Goddamn trendsetter. Yeah.
I don't think Kanye
Yeah,
West
Lil
has
Wayne
that
was
kind of power.
a child.
He was a child.
Yeah, well, no one man should have all that power. No, nothing.
No, I'm appreciating it. I'm definitely
All right,
appreciating it.
I'll just grow a beard into the woods and then be gone forever.
There you go. You can become a lumberjack. 4 years strong. There you go. Dun-dun-dun. That tour is actually coming up soon. Is anyone gonna go see that?
I cannot miss that. There's
I'm
no
going
way
to the
gonna
Webster
miss
Hall
that.
date of that. I bought my tickets today. I'm hyped.
There is no way I'm gonna miss that.
And they're also playing Skate and Surf too, so I hope they'll
Yeah,
be
Skate
singing.
and Surf's coming up soon, man. It's gonna be fun as shit.
That's scaring me. That's coming up really soon. I remember like when the initial announcement happened, and it was like what, December?
Hold on, I'm very sorry. I was very distracted.
Why are you distracted?
Okay, Eric. All right.
Eric.
It's just like okay, and the fact that like the background works like so well. Typically like, your finger went through the beard.
Yeah.
There you go. It went through the beard. Science. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, I still have the room reserved. I accidentally have reserved 2 rooms for Skate and Surf. So if anyone wants to hit up the place, I think we got literally like penthouse.
I'm
Damn.
hype. I'll talk to you about that later after the show.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure like I might be able to do the show because reasons anyway. But so yeah, Glenn, you said you're gonna end up seeing the show too.
Oh yeah, I have to. 4 years strong. Story so far.
It's a thing you gotta do because it's part of the easy revival
Terror.
that's gonna be coming right now.
Literally, those are the 3 stage dive bands. Like
Which is gonna be
They're-
completely depressing because like all the
There's
venues
a
that are gonna
barricade.
come
exactly, they're the stage dive bands of their respective genres, but we can't stage dive.
Exactly. It's totally depressing. Like, what was it over at the
I mean, there's
the
nothing.
Wonderfest? There's nothing what?
There's nothing stopping you from just like jumping over the barricade.
Oh, yes,
and getting
there
on
is.
stage.
Oh yeah, there's
The
like
money I
10
paid
niggas
for
that
that
are ready
ticket.
to just throw you.
You have to fight them, you know.
Like Parker
I'm
Cannon.
a lover, not
yeah.
a fucker.
Yeah.
You gotta fight him like Parker. Oh, so has anyone heard the new song? We're waiting on Henry Menzel to come on. He is,
Just for the record, I personally have to hard cut at 10:15. But so don't mind me if you guys are like knee deep in Survey Says conversation at that point. If I just go like
just like that.
Okay,
We'll just,
so-
all
so-
you gotta do is just
so-
shout like woody woo and like I'll understand.
hoo-hoo!
There you go.
I wish I had an air horn. Brr, 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 brr.
The Spanish
So-
one going.
That is the
So
sound
Ollie,
of my
Ollie,
people.
you meant. Oh my god, that's amazing. Allow me to play you the song of my people.
Song of my
DJ.
Flocka.
DJ Glenn Ramirez. It's holiday season. He has a whole fucking producer like in the back. Holiday season.
Khaled.
DJ, we the best.
2015.
Squad.
Like squad. What are we doing? Why are people? We have here. You know what? We have people watching the show right now. You guys can send in questions for us, and we'll answer them right now since we're kind of waiting for Henry. And I don't anticipate for the guest not to come on.
I have a question for you, Ollie.
Yeah.
You mentioned old hip hop. Have you listened to Notorious B.I.G.'s Life After Death anytime recently? Specifically, the first disc.
No, I have. I wasn't really a
The-
huge Biggie fan.
Really? You a West Coast guy?
Yeah, well, all my West Coast like that was like East Coast was like okay, but like all my go-to things like I got into fucking NWA and then like it just transferred to Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, Ice-T every here and there.
So you like really good first albums, and then a slow, steady decline. Actually, Dre's second album was fucking unreal good too.
Oh yeah.
But
Well,
like,
what was the?
with a yeah,
I'm trying to think
What?
what was on the second album. Which one? The Chronic 2001.
Chronic 2001. You know his 1999
yeah,
record.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah. Boy.
I was like, no, usually I get it. If they're gonna do what like car companies or like Madden games do, you can name it the next year, fine. But why did he pick 2 years into the future? Was he like he knew his production schedule was that slow? He was like, eventually it'll come out. He named it that
it's like all the rest of
96.
it's all the rest of the rappers. They all have time machines because like you know, Tupac was telling it how it was like 6 years before it happened.
You've seen that Chappelle bit where he the two modern day Tupac song. He's just singing about stuff that's happening today.
It was hysterical.
Holy shit, he was ahead of its time.
He was ahead of the time, guys.
The reason I asked about Biggie, and I would definitely go back and listen to that record, especially if you're not that familiar with it. It's a solid record, but there are some songs on there that are like lunacy. Like some of the lyrics are the craziest things, specifically the songs that R. Kelly was singing on. It's fucking crazy. It's just any R. Kelly lyric.
Any R. Kelly
guy
lyric in general. Yeah. I mean, like R. Kelly's
any guy who refers to his wife as his chocolate factory is pretty nuts.
R. Kelly, him and himself is pretty nuts. I mean, like the Trapped in the Closet series, not 1 or 2 or 5, but there are literally 15 to 20 episodes.
Yeah.
No, there's 40, 50. They keep going.
Wait,
oh
did
God,
he go back to
to
releasing them? Because I remember that like IFC was supposed to put out the new episodes. New episodes.
Five?
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, I remember. They did the new episodes, and it was really weird.
Did I fucking sleep on it?
That was like in 2012, dude. You missed it by like...
This is what my night would be.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, if you go on... I forget if we've talked about it before, but if you go on, you find his director commentary. It's just him in a chair sipping whatever, watching and talking.
Probably like
about
Hennessy.
It. It's unbelievable.
I meant to watch that as well because I saw
I was this close to saying Hennessy. Yeah, I was this close to saying Hennessy, but I was like, you know what? Let's keep it classy.
Let's keep it. Well, apparently
it's Cavassier.
Cavassier. Oh shit.
Cavassier.
Go and get the yak.
Bartles and
James.
Yickety.
Go and get the yak with the gat. Oh dear Lord. The only Biggie lyrics that I know, and only because it was showcased on an old YTM&D video. Do you guys remember YTM&D?
Let's not talk about it.
Oh my God! What? You're the man. Now Dog was the world's best fucking site.
Fuck that site, man.
Dude, nah. It was like if 4chan had like a better, like an older brother, and like 4chan was just like the little brother that just did all the types of inappropriate shit. And you're just like, please don't do that.
I don't know. I found that shit annoying as fuck when I was a kid.
Nah, man, that was beautiful. That was fantastic. I loved it. And the one video that I saw was Thomas the Tank Engine song with Biggie lyrics in the back. Like hardcore Biggie lyrics.
Oh, man.
I do you remember what it was?
Yes.
It was like dun 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 dun. And then like the words were like, I got 7 Mach 11s, about 8 38s, 9 9s, 10 Max 10. Shits never end. I can go into like every time someone stop me because I'm about to rap the whole thing right now.
Stop.
Okay.
Or wait, no.
Yeah,
keep
stop.
going.
That same thing happens to me with DMX. You can't stop.
You know
I feel that way about 2 Chainz personally.
2 Chainz? 2 Chainz I can't take seriously.
He's my idol. I love him.
Well, all right.
Big Sean I can like, because it was like weird. Like Big Sean and 2 Chainz kind of like grew up around like blew up around the same time. And it's like you looked at the comparison. It's just like 2 Chainz. It's just like I swear like having a stroke whenever he writes. And like, what's another?
I mean, he's
rapper?
a terrible rapper. Don't get me wrong. I just think he's fun as hell.
But he's just
he's a smart person though. Like I've heard him talk about shit before, and like he's a pretty knowledgeable person about life things.
Dude had a 4.0
like,
GPA.
I heard he's a really smart dude.
Yeah, and then we just have like he'll go on a track and it's just like go like I can't even come up with any lyrics, but it's just so fucking ridiculous.
I'm smoking on that gas. Like, no, my friends are watching this. They're gonna kill me after this if I continue to
You're
rap.
smoking ass. Most people
Smoking
eat
on
gas.
that-
You're
on that
you're
gas.
smoking
It's on that
gas.
gas.
Oh, excuse me, sir. I'm sorry.
Life should be on
apologize.
Cinemax. Movie bought my boo bigger tits and a bigger ass.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He started.
2 Chainz has some straight bars. I'm telling you.
Speaking of people I can't take seriously, but I do absolutely, we got new Riff Raff shirts in, which gives me an excuse to finally wear these glasses, which I can actually.
I knew Riff Raff was gonna come up.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I love it.
Oh, dude, Riff Raff, it's weird. Like, I'll look at his old career, and like, it is absolutely fantastic. It's not even like awful. It's like
He has a song with Andy Milonakis.
ridiculous. He does. Oh yeah. Well, they all have a group. It's oh hell, why can't I remember the rap?
Three Locos.
Three Loco. Thank you. Yes, him. It was him, Dirt Nasty, and Andy Milonakis. Can we also talk about how Andy Milonakis has a track with Chief Keef? Has anyone heard that? Does anyone follow
what?
Chief?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Andy Milonakis has he reps through 300 now. When Sorry
Oh
for
my
the Wait,
God.
Sorry for the Wait came out, and like I lost my shit because I was like, yo, we got a new mixtape from Chief Keef, and then I'm listening to the album, and I'm like, oh my god, this is Andy Milonakis, and he's like dropping like stupid lines, like Andy Milonakis could write a little bit, but he really can't for a lot of the times, and I'm really trying to figure out how this conversation happened. Like, he just passed Chief Keef one day. I was just like, oh hey, like like Andy Milonakis was like in Chicago at the
Damn.
trap. Like have you guys seen like the Vice documentaries that happens? Like, these are like guys that just like carrying like these large guns, like really just like kilos of like, you know, crack, cocaine and like weed everywhere, and then just Andy Milonakis is just like in the middle of that. Like, okay, sure.
Who
this
knows?
could
Maybe
totally
like
be a
Andy
thing.
Milonakis is a trap lord. We don't know.
I guess so. I
True.
think what actually really happened was that like Andy Milonakis walked by him, and Chief Keef was like, "Yeah, that's that MTV." No, what's his like accent? Like, "Oh, that's MTV kid." And then Milonakis was just like, "Oh shit, you're Chief Keef." And then he's like, "Yo, come in my studio, please." So we have a question. Ryan Kreider has asked us: Adventure Time or regular show?
Neither.
I
Wow,
don't.
You just love being muted tonight, man.
Okay, seriously, regular show.
Now, really, why is that the case?
I don't know. I can never get into. I never really given Adventure Time a chance, I guess. But when I've seen the regular show, I've just like laughed my ass off. Like, it's just funny how it gets like, it's literally the show that exemplifies 0 to 100 real quick, better
True.
than any other show.
Sure.
Like, they'll be just doing, hey, we're getting the newspapers. Oh shit, there's a giant intergalactic alien monster that comes from a newspaper galaxy who thinks we're abusing his kids.
That's absolutely. Oh my god! No, that sounds like an episode. Is that an episode? Because
No, I'm making that up right now.
That could absolutely be an episode.
I don't know.
They're
I
just like
just
throwing the newspapers, and all of a sudden, like you know, this big like printing press just like drops out of
Yeah.
the heavens.
it just literally it's so random, and I just love it. And
XD.
I still have yet to. Oh god damn it! But I still have yet to give Adventure Time like a true chance. I've only seen like the clip of it.
Eric, what do you have a preference between the two? Have you watched either of them?
No, I think I've watched one of them. Like my band loves both of those, so I'm sure I've seen an episode or two. But for real, I basically saw Venture Brothers one day years ago, and then stopped paying attention to every cartoon that wasn't Venture Brothers. I just like cartoon Venture Brothers. I'll just put that on again. I don't care.
just like
I'm really
which
obsessed.
One? Which one? Venture Brothers. Sorry.
Yeah, Venture Brothers. Yeah. So I have no ill will towards either show, but I just don't know it.
Just don't know it. Gleno.
I kind of like both the same. Like Adventure Time, I used to really, really love Adventure Time, and then I don't even really watch TV much anymore. But I don't know. Regular show is really dope.
I'm sorry you can't pay your cable bill.
Oh, I really can't.
You can catch them online. I mean, Adventure Time. It's weird.
Just roll with it.
I'm sorry. I was reading the group chat. I totally missed that.
No, he was just saying I don't watch much TV, and I know, like, I'm sure you're being serious, but like people always go, "Oh, I don't watch TV," and so I'll respond by assuming they're poor. you're just like, oh, we can get online, bro.
Just
That's
straight,
cool.
like, just-
I actually don't pay for cable because of that.
Oh shit.
It's like I tried to pay for cable once. I just realized it wasn't worth my time. So I
It
never
really
did.
isn't worth it. I could just use my friend's Netflix or something. Like,
True. Oh,
I'm good.
absolutely.
I have an HDMI cable.
Yeah, that's all you
And then
need.
boom,
30
then
bucks.
you have
done.
your television. It's like, hey, can I borrow some money for Netflix? Be like, oh, dog, I don't got you. But next month, though, I'll get you. Don't change that password, but I got you. I got you. I mean, Adventure Time is pretty weird on itself.
Yeah.
If you guys were to like follow the series, it gets stupid. Well, not stupid, but like kind of like mindless for like 1 or 2 seasons, and then like shit gets real. Like with feels, with like subjects, with the shooting style, with like it like someone over there just like woke up and was just like, we might have something here, and then like tried. Whereas with regular show, it's just kind of like the same random shit that goes like, you know, back and forth. To an extent, but that is that. So
Is the comparison of those two shows kind of like how Space Ghost and the Brack Show were?
No, because those are both in
No?
the same universe. Wait, Space
Oh, those-
Ghost,
I
like
thought-
Space
oh.
Ghost Coast to Coast, or are we talking like Space Ghost like the original?
Coast to Coast.
Coast
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of went. Well, you know, they kind of went hand in hand.
That's gonna. Well, so, yeah, doesn't Adventure Time?
Jacob, I'm not
you know what?
fucking
It's not.
plugging your shit on the show. Sorry, excuse me.
Who's asking to plug stuff?
Jacob's okay, guys.
And
so
what is he asking to plug? What's he asking to plug?
buy hashtag Easy Revival 2015 shirts so I can get extra money to buy.
I designed those. Yes, buy one.
that would be a fucking Aaron would be like, yo, everybody go buy About That Life t-shirts.
Yep.
I actually thought those panties were real, the ones that Pat has, but I didn't realize she was just that dedicated that she actually just made herself a pair of panties.
I think
not
2 to
bad.
3 people ordered them.
Oh, so they were real.
No, they weren't like About That Life endorsed merchandise, but Pat shared the link that she had to make them with like 3 people, and they got them.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I need to get myself some booty shorts.
Can we just
I'm
make
gonna,
it
trying-
I'm
talk?
gonna wear them to work, and I'm gonna get all the ads in the porta potties.
I'm honestly trying to
you are.
print booty shorts for Bad Year that say Bad Years Club, like Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
Oh, kill.
Yeah.
That song
I mean,
is
that
so
would work.
catchy. I don't give a fuck.
No, shut the fuck up. No, I'm so.
If
over
you
that.
hold
I'm
on,
so
if everyone
mad.
else can go, oh, Riff Raff is legitimate to discuss in
Shut
any
your
way,
fucking
shape, or
mouth. Now
form.
hold on a second. Now let's be real for a second.
Let's not compare Riff Raff to Rock.
Oh, we're getting into the falling in reverse debate,
I
aren't
mean,
we?
like, come on. If
This is
we're
not a
looking,
conversation.
So you guys are under the impression Riff Raff is not serious, correct?
oh, he's completely serious. Oh dear lord.
Then
That-
there's no difference. No difference. Not allowed to be. The only difference is Ronnie Radke knows how to write a goddamn hook. He's the champion of writing hooks, and even wrote a
Riff
song
Raff
about
is
it.
good at
Hook.
art.
Hold on, Rap
Okay.
Game James Franco will change your opinion on Riff Raff.
Oh, I don't dislike Riff Raff. Well, I don't give a shit. I don't think about Riff Raff because I think he's full of shit, and I like honesty in my music. However, if Riff Raff goes on any podcast ever, I listen to it. I will listen to that motherfucker talk to other human beings any day of the week. It's fantastic.
Actual real people for like. Oh,
Yeah.
True.
But if he's talking into a mic, into over a beat, Jesus Christ.
What
Get
was
the
it? There
fuck
was
outta
the
here.
one interview that gets passed around like candy, and it's with he was talking about not liking school. He was just like, nah, man, I didn't like recess.
There's too many games.
Too many games. It's just like, yo, like this is my savior. Like this is the man I look up to on a daily
Yeah,
basis.
that's why I think he's full of shit. I think he's so hilarious and he knows it, and this is his thing.
But like, it's weird because it's like you see it happening, and it's like
I know.
like we have people like
10
Lil
minutes
Wayne.
in, I'll be like,
People
maybe not.
We have people like Lil Wayne that just like open their mouth, spew shit, and then like they'll have
Yeah.
people behind them be like, oh yeah, my nigga, that was great, that was good, and like
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
keep going.
What? Like let's not
Do another
forget-
whip it, Steve-O.
I, that this ooh. Oh, Steve-O's not dead. Wait, no.
No, he's fine. That's you're thinking
He's
Ryan
sober
Dunn.
now.
Yeah, I'm like, wait,
That's 4 to the floor, Ryan Dunn. That would be fucked up.
Oh,
there we go.
No.
We said to fit that in.
Oh. I'm
Jesus
gonna-
broken.
You know what would have been?
Jesus is like trying to
You know
hold
what
back
would've
his
been?
laugh.
I
Would have been
no.
would have been like really ironic would be if they took a shopping cart home and the same thing happened.
I hate you.
That's
Dude.
not funny.
Jackass was my life. I was so sad when that happened. This is how I get
No,
past
that
it.
was really sad. God bless his soul. God bless his soul.
You just get the whole cross and everything. Wasn't he? I think he was the one that got the cars, actually, like, in his asshole, and like he couldn't shut them
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. No. Was it Ryan Dunn who did that one? I forgot. I thought it was either Danger Aaron or the other dude who like everyone forgets their names.
I forget.
Maybe it was
what
Ryan Dunn.
but
Yeah. Yeah. it
remember
was
I couldn't ever like get into Jackass because it was just like. Honestly, it was just like hashtag white people be like, and I was just like, I can't.
No, that show was
And
my
that was-
shit when I was like.
The show
an
came out when I was
12-year-old.
13. I was like, this is the greatest thing that's ever
This is the
happened.
greatest thing. And
I grew up in a family where MTV was banned from the house, so I would just watch reruns of it at like 11 at night when I was an edgy 10-year-old, and I thought it was like the greatest fucking thing.
And it was just painful. I think there was an episode. No, it wasn't. I think it was a movie where Dem Franchise Boys came on, and I was like, oh wow, maybe black people be like this too. But they're like, no, we'll give you $100 if like you eat cow shit right now.
That was 3-6 Mafia.
3-6 Mafia, not Dem Franchise Boys. Sorry.
Dude, that second Jackass movie was one of the greatest things in cinema. Not even kidding. Like, I think that was one of the greatest comedies ever made. The second Jackass movie. Unbelievable.
I'm just like so confused as to like how this was like a thing, like for a while. Like this is like an iconic piece of this is American history at this point. Like the whole Jackass franchise is actually American history, and I'm like,
it came a lot from skating videos, because they used to incorporate pranks into skating videos.
Yeah,
and then
that
Bam
makes
Margera kind of
sense.
took it to the next level with the CKY videos, and then. Well, meanwhile, Spike Jonze and Jeff Tremaine are pitching shows that of that nature. Then they found, Steve-O and his circus crew, and like they put all that shit and just lumped it together. And it was kind of like a bunch of different little trends and fads were coming together that made one big thing. I think that's my theory on why it got pushed, because it wasn't that weird when it came out. It was more like, oh yeah, we've seen this in pieces. Now it's just like one big strong force. Either way,
okay.
Ryan Dunn's up there with Paul Walker racing.
Oh, too soon.
He wasn't racing. That nigga was minding his own business. Like,
Yeah.
Who was? I thought he was
no,
not racing.
no. Paul
Thought he
Walker.
was really
Paul Walker
fast.
was a passenger in that too.
Yeah.
That was just.
Was he?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that he would be racing. I'm like that. It would make sense.
He was a
But nah,
kind dude.
but that nigga was just minding his own business. Pulling a Kanye, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
There were probably people that were just like, we could have kept Paul. You could have taken Kanye, you asshole.
Oh,
This is how we know God doesn't exist.
Kanye's
Says
the only
better.
person who can call himself a voice of a generation and be that much of a musical genius that, you know what, fine, whatever.
Pretty much. And that's like everything that he does. I don't think like there's a single thing he's just like, yep, I'm gonna be like an
Nah, he's done some really
lost the
whack
train of
guest
thought.
verses.
That train of thought just left.
I will
I
admit
want
he
him to
has.
stop hanging out with... No, go for it.
He's done like I remember his verse on Big Sean's Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay was like whack as fuck.
Kanye West like has fallen off. I really don't
Damn.
understand. Well, oh my god, dude.
I
Come
think
on.
he's-
Let's look at graduation. Not graduation. College dropout. All the tracks from that were just like beautiful. There was the college dropout. What was the other album? I can think of all the songs on it.
Are we going in order, or do you want to know the best one? Because the best one is Dark Fantasy. I know it's a much longer name than that. That record
Dark-
is so good.
It was good.
It's the best.
And that's like I think where
It's
Kanye
the
like kind of like
best.
fell off. Like All of the Lights was beautiful. I loved All of the Lights. The video for that was really cool. What other tracks had there? That was with Nicki Minaj and doing the intro
Monster.
to it. Monster. Monster was okay.
There
I'll
was
tell
that
you,
track
that
Gorgeous that
record
was really
from start
good.
to finish.
Yeah, Eric. Okay, go on, Eric.
Well, that's it. So you guys are naming 3 of the songs that are the closest to like more straightforward hip hop. That record, like, I mean, you know, he rented out whatever it was, 9 studios for 3 months in Hawaii. Dude goes and hires every single producer he feels like, or artist he feels like working with at the time. Busted his ass in the studio, just like on all the other records. Made this perfect story from start to finish. And transitioned, like, the first 6 tracks are just banger after banger, and then he continues the story with transitional tracks going one into the next, just completing this story for the rest of the record. It's so fucking good. And if you're only super familiar with like the whatever the hits or whatever, I definitely recommend checking out the deeper cuts, as they're just so fucking perfect.
I
and
like
like
literally need to
it's
go
one of those.
through all the titles again just to see like what was what.
Well, it's one of those records
been a
to
while.
me, and if you don't like the more abstract stuff, then you're not gonna like it. I just happen to think it's incredible. I just wasn't as big a fan of Yeezus as like everybody else was. I don't know.
Everyone got hyped as shit for you.
Yeah, Yeezus.
And like stayed up there.
I still think The College Dropout is his best album.
Yeah, literally the first 3 are just like, you know, like right where my heart is.
Well, he also drastically changed his style after
Oh, yeah.
that, but those first 3 were amazing
Yeah.
because he did he took what's been built for 20 years of underground, or 20 years, at least the last like 10 years of underground hip hop, and incorporated some missing element that I still can't put my finger on, that had somebody like Gangstar had it, or had Dead Prez had it, or had even Mos Def years before he got famous, less for his records and more for just as a personality.
Yeah.
But somehow Kanye took that style, incorporated question mark, and it equaled fucking Profit, and it just made the whole style blow up in a mainstream way. Like I think yes, that's College Dropout's incredible. But so I totally see why, if you like that the most, you'd like those first 3 records, because that was,
it's more traditional, and then there aren't really a lot of individuals that like, you know, will go through and like study hip hop like that.
Yeah.
We basic.
Yeah.
You know the Chappelle Show story, the first time he was on there,
Nah, I actually don't know that.
where Kanye was like he was just doing either like a hype man thing for a musical guest, or he did like a feature. He wasn't the musical guest, and he was pretty unknown at the time. It was his first time on TV, and so he's in the editing bay with Dave Chappelle, Neil Brennan, a couple other guys, and the way Dave Chappelle tells it is that Kanye's phone rings, and he goes, "Hold on, I gotta take this," and he goes, "Hey, can I call you back? I'm in the editing booth with Dave Chappelle." Why? Because my life is dope and I do dope shit, and hung up. So it's like from day one, Kanye was Kanye. Always was Kanye.
Always is Kanye, and there's nothing more than Kanye can be, but Kanye himself.
My life is dope and I
man.
do dope shit.
And I do dope shit. I think we're gonna call a show here. It is a good show. We got some good tall talking points, and I'm very disappointed that we couldn't get Henry Menzel in. However, he is on tour, and I'm pretty sure we will be able to get him on again, and we could probably retape it and get some interview questions for him. So if you guys want to continue to shoot us questions that you want Henry to ask, you can always send it to Babetalk's inbox. We'll incorporate them with a new episode. We wish all the best luck for Henry and the rest of Survey Says, and the ska pop punk albums that they have going on.
We should just start saying we have these really big guests, and then do a show, and everyone will tune in, and then they just never.
I swear to God, I have messages. I have messages that he was going to come on, and now I feel like
It's
an
tour,
asshole, 'cause,
tour.
like,
It happens.
Exactly, and I was like a little hesitant. I was like, well, he seemed confident, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, shit, sure. If you're good, I'm good.
He's gonna join in 2 hours and be like, "Hey, where is everybody?"
The moment that I'm gonna say that I'm gonna call a show, like for real, he'll be like, all right, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I still think this was a good combo for today.
this was a good conversation, and he's a good guy. We'll get him on the show one way or another. I'll kidnap him, and then we'll put him in a. It'll be like what was it? The save rock and roll type
Do you
thing.
prefer to be duct taped, or do you prefer to have rope around
Save
your
Easy
waist?
Core.
To save Easy Core. There we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna have him say Easy Core 3 times just so that he can make up for not being on the show. But yep, I'm gonna end it here, guys. For all of us at Babe Talk, enjoy the rest of your night, guys.
See ya.
Peace.